Welcome back, everybody, to Angel's Workshop. Um, we've been doing a lot of little bit of a little bit of a lot of everything, and as I'm going over the last few months, I realized that some things I use a lot and some things I don't use enough. So these are some things that I have been using a lot that I really have enjoyed using, have made jobs easier, less of a pain in the rear. So one of them is this little mechanism here. Bought this for, I think it was like $7-8 by Rust-Oleum. Um, has little clamps on it. You clamp down the sides and it opens up the top. You put this on any type of can, whether it's this type of top or the one that's thinner, and it allows you to just squeeze and paint. Better than holding your finger down for 30 minutes. Kills your finger. Worth the $8. Definitely buy one of these. This little thing here, I think it was on Temu as well. I think I should be a sponsor of Temu. Anyways, or Amazon, one of those two. But yeah, it is telescoping. It does have a little tip on it that is magnetic, and I just realized it has a little hole on there, so I can put it on here. Yeah. So it has a little clip on it, so you can put it on your tool belt, things like that. Can't tell you how many times I've been working on the truck. A little bolt falls underneath. One of these little things definitely help save you 20 minutes to get a little screw that you know you should be able to reach, but your fingers are too fat or it's just really tucked behind something. So yeah, definitely buy again. Flashlight. This flashlight was at Harbor Freight. Bright, right? Has two different settings on the brightness. Has a top light, off switch, bends, right? Both directions, and it has a magnetic bottom. So $7. You need it. You need it. Now, what happened to this? I dropped it. The top fell off of it. Taped it. So what it was doing though, check this out. I was using this, and it wasn't bright anymore. So it was no longer bright, and it wasn't no longer doing what I needed to do. I thought it was the battery. I thought I thought it was the light. I thought it was broken. I thought I dropped it, but it was just the battery. So yeah, just if you're gonna use one of these do eat up the batteries um, quite fast. If it was rechargeable, that would be even better. But I can deal with it for $6. Oh, one more thing on it. It has a little clip on the top, so you can hang it on there. So definitely like this one. Make sure you turn it off. I've left it on overnight a couple times. That's probably why the battery died. But yeah, this right here is definitely a buy again. This right here is a Viking automatic battery charger. Let's take the sticker off. This is great. I mean, it charges the battery. It does a trickle charge. Now, I'm gonna tell you what a trickle charge is because I didn't know. So if you're gonna leave some things that charge slower charges better than something that just charges really fast. So doing a trickle charge overnight will make a battery hold that power a little better. You can also do a boost charge, and you can recondition a battery. So if the battery's dead, it's no longer holding a charge. There's a setting on this where you can actually leave it for X amount of hours, and it will just revamp the battery back to life. So I've used this. I think it was like $50, more or less. I'll find the link on the description. I'll find the link and I'll put it on there. But yeah, this right here, definitely worth it. This is one of those things that you don't really use too often, but when you use it, you're like, man, this has saved me a trip to AutoZone to leave a battery overnight, or just buy a whole new battery when you don't need one. You need an OB2 scanner. What is this? Yeah, it's an OB2 scanner. What do you call it? OBD2 scanner. It's like $20, but plugs into the bottom of the computer. So this right here, okay, I know it's intimidating. I didn't go to a mechanic school to do this. I just know the basics to get into trouble, I guess. But whenever a light comes on your dashboard, whether it's a check engine light or any type of light, it goes to something, right? Something is malfunctioning, low gas, low oil, high temperature, things like that. Those are easy to read. But when it's a check engine light, right, you don't know what's going on. So this right here, you plug into the bottom of it. It tells you the code, right? It tells you a code, whether it's P004, PC004. Now, this little thing does have a little description of what that is and how urgent that code is, which is useful if you don't have internet. So if you go on there and it says handle at next maintenance, you know it needs to be done, but it doesn't. You don't have to stop right there and do it. But sometimes it says urgent. So when it says urgent, this is definitely a thing. Like you have to realize, like, hey, like for example, on my Denali, it said check engine, misfire cylinder 3, urgent, fix immediately. So it was misfiring and needed new spark plugs. Change the spark plugs. Actually, one of the wires to the spark plug was completely disconnected from it. So replace that. But the the reason I like this is because we all have phones now. We all have internet. So when it tells you a code, you don't even need to know the description. Go on Google and put the code in, the make and model of your car, like today's GMC code P004, and it tells you pretty much how to fix that item. It could be as simple as a gas cap, as simple as that, So um, and then you just go on Amazon, buy the part, comes in, replace it, you're good to go. So you don't have to go to a mechanic every time there's a light that comes on. You can just plug this in, Google it, you're good to go. And if you're like me, whenever I get a code, I go on YouTube, put that code in. There's about 10, 15 videos most of the time of people doing repairs. And I see my truck I see my truck on there, and I'm like, wow, okay, so knowing that my truck is known to have those issues, 8 out of 10 times, whatever they're fixing based on that code is exactly what is wrong with it. So yeah, this right here is saves you tons of money. This is what mechanics use on a more expensive, more expensive, more precise level. But for simple stuff, house mechanic, definitely a go. Anyways, these are just a few little things I've used that I would definitely buy again. Worth to buy 100% of the time. I have a couple of things on here that I have that I would definitely not buy again. And it has been a waste of money. Waste of money, and if I can go back, I hate spending money on things I don't use or use that don't really need or just overspend. It's one of my things that just irk me. And there is this thing in that little closet up there that I think about how much money I spent and what I could have done with it. But yeah, anyways, these right here are definitely a go.